Welcome to Fly Network's Top 10, and today we're going to be taking a look at the top 10 action cartoons from the 80s. This list is a list made up of cartoons that came out in the 80s. Most of these cartoons I didn't watch until the early 90s because I was only born in 87, but these are the cartoons I actually watched and enjoyed in my youth. So if there's a cartoon that's not on here that you think belong on this list, let me know in the comments below. But without further ado, let's get right into this list. Kicking off the list at number 10 is HeMan, Masters of the Universe. This cartoon was pretty okay. It wasn't nothing groundbreaking or anything like that. The animation was alright, the dialogue was really clunky, but the main thing that made the show was the toys. Everybody know the toys was super dope, and I had a lot of them. So that's kind of hold a little nostalgia for me and why the HeMan cartoon was okay. Other than that, it was kind of dry, but it was okay, something entertaining for the time. Plus, he seemed a little dorky in my opinion.
Robocop.
At number 9, Robocop. This was a pretty dope cartoon, well animated, a lot of good action at the time, and I really liked the movie, so when the cartoon came out I gravitated straight to it. Now this wasn't like no super great storyline, it's just a Robocop running around trying to stop bad guys, and that was enough for me at the time, and I really liked this cartoon. I thought it was dope.
I'll get that renegade robot if it's the last thing I do. Spider-Man and his amazing friends.
Spider-Man and his amazing friends come in at number 8 because this was the little dose of Spider-Man I could get at the time. I didn't know of any other Spider-Man cartoons, and this was really dope. I also liked Iceman a lot, and fun fact, Firestar, I think that's her name on here, she was introduced through this show, and they used to have all types of cameos of different characters like the X-Men and everything. And then also, did y'all know that Wolverine is Australian?
Oh, you don't? Want a piece of fruit?
I have heard so much about you.
Voltron, defender of the universe.
Voltron, defenders of the universe.
Coming in at number 7, Voltron. Voltron was a really well animated cartoon. It was a cartoon about 4 robots that came together to form Voltron to fight off the evils. They also had great toys and action figures, so that also helped boost their spot up in the countdown. I know this is about the cartoons, but the toys is always what's the selling point. And also, I used to love the fact that they used to have little snippets of people dying. Look at this. They did for sure.
We have to form Voltron! We gotta do it now!
Coming in at number 6, Ghostbusters. I really dig this cartoon. A lot of you probably thinking, how is Ghostbusters here? That's not really an action cartoon. Well, in my eyes, they had a little action here and there, so I do believe that this belongs on the list. I prefer to watch this over a lot of other action cartoons that used to come out in the 80s, or that's from the 80s, so I think Ghostbusters belong here. Plus they had a dope movie and dope car and dope tools, man. It was a nice spin on the ghost aspect.
And that's all she wrote for Tiamat.
At number 5, Inspector Gadget. This cartoon was really dope, man. I know. This is not really a full-on action cartoon, but just like I stated from Ghostbusters, this cartoon I prefer to watch over a lot of other cartoons from the 80s. And it was very entertaining. I loved all the different gadgets he had, the little go-go gadget car, whatever it was called. I just enjoyed Inspector Gadget over a lot of different shows. Also, his main villain, Claw, was really dope, man. I love Inspector Gadget, man. He was dope.
Hello, Chief. You're where? Right away.
Coming in at number 4, G.I. Joe. I really don't have to say much about G.I. Joe. Y'all know why this is on the list. Well animated, nice opening song, great action figures. Those are some of the best toys that ever came out. G.I. Joe is just a staple in American pop culture, so you know why this cartoon is on the list. I really don't have to say too much about it. Go Joe.
We're on a roll. What else should we ask for?
Coming in at number 3, Thundercats. Thundercats was really dope. I know I say dope a lot, but I love Thundercats. This cartoon was well animated. I loved all the characters from Cheetara all the way to Panthro. Panthro being my favorite character out of all four of them rather. But this cartoon was really dope, man. They had the great opener, great animation, like I said, a great villain in Mamra, man. This cartoon was really dope.
Thunder! Thundercats! Ho!
And the runner-up for best action cartoon of the 80s is Transformers. Transformers is one of the staple cartoons of the 80s. One of the best cartoons, well animated, well voice acting. It's so many great things about this cartoon, from the action figures to the plot. I really love this cartoon. I was a huge fan of robots growing up and mech machines and all types of stuff, and I love the fact that they could transform from like cars and airplanes to all type of different things. So Transformers is so dope. If this is not on anybody's list, they tripping, man. For sure they tripping.
Okay, Optimus, jump him now! Optimus Prime!
Number 1 should be no surprise to anyone. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles was one of the best action cartoons to come out of the 80s. That's why this is number 1 on my list. This had a huge impact on all the cartoons to come after this. So many different spin-offs came after this. I loved all the quirky little fight scenes they had, from all the little catchy or quirky one-liners. Really dope action figures they had. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles had everything. Great animation, great voice acting, a great villain. I mean, this show had everything. A great movie, everything. And so many cartoons try to copy it.
Turtle power!
So that's my list of the top 10 80s action cartoons. If there was a cartoon that wasn't on the list, don't cry. Just let me know in the comments below. And if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. But without further ado, I guess I'll catch you on the next top 10. God bless and peace.